If I had to learn AI in 2026, I would do one thing differently. I would not try to learn everything because there is too much to learn. Every day there is a new tool, new model, new framework, and it's very hard to keep up with all this. And someone is just telling you to learn one thing more. That's exactly why starting feels so difficult. And there is one more thing. There is an Indian AI workforce report according to which 1 out of 4 people doesn't even come from tech. They don't have any idea of technology, of AI, of coding, and they are learning AI in 2026. 1 in 4, that is 25%. Finance, marketing, operations, HR, consulting, there are so many roles who are also learning AI, learning how to use tools like N8N, Claude, ChatGPT, Codex, Gemini, there are so many things. And if you are also from non-tech and you are thinking that AI is not for me, you are wrong, because everyone who is in this world right now is learning how to use AI because it is changing how we work every single day. It is similar to when computers came. Everyone had to learn how to use a computer because everything was getting digital. Similarly now, everywhere you go, whatever you do, there is AI. So you need to learn these tools, the basics of it, so that you are not left behind. In this video, I'll be giving you a 12 weeks roadmap. If you go through that, if you learn every single thing, you will go from a 0 to at least an 80% in AI. You'll be able to teach other people how to use AI once you do this. And I'll also be telling you the best free resources to learn all these things so that you don't even have to pay for anything. And at the end of the video, I'll also tell you which are the AI skills that are paying the most in 2026 and how you can learn these as well. Hi guys, I'm Nishant Chahar. I breathe Claude, Codex, ChatGPT every single day as my job. I've been teaching people how to use these tools for the past 1 year. I've been paying for Claude for almost an year and I recently upgraded to a max plan as well. I'm using Claude to edit my videos, create scripts, write content for me, code for me, build websites for me, and I'm also building my own company for which I have raised $250K US from Entrepreneurs First. I used to work at Microsoft. I left that to build my own company which I sold, and now I'm building another one. And I'm here to teach you how to use AI on this channel. So don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. First of all, there are 3 myths that you must have also heard from people. So first, let's burst them. First one is you need to be a maths genius to actually use AI. That's absolutely not true. AI definitely uses maths and coding to build things, but there are libraries for all this. You don't have to actually do the calculations. You just need to know these libraries and how to use them. For example, if you go in depth of coding and if you actually want to become an AI engineer or someone who's actually interacting with these models, fine-tuning them or building your own products, you might just need to learn NumPy, Pandas, TensorFlow and things like that. And you don't have to derive every equation. You just have to use the tools which are already there. Second one is you need to learn everything out there. And that is absolutely impossible because the world in AI is changing so fast that every single day there is something that launches. If you are trying to follow everything, you will not be able to even follow what is going on. Every 2 weeks there is a new model, either it's a video model, audio model, or a frontier AI lab launches something new, and it is very tough to keep up with all this. That's why companies are not hiring people who know everything. They are hiring people who can learn things fast. And third one is that AI can do everything. So you must have seen a lot of outputs and not everything is perfect. Reality is opposite of what you think. Companies are now hiring people who can actually use these AI tools, use these things and create impact. You don't have to compete against these AI tools. You actually have to use them to do work fast. I created a tutorial on the basics of AI. The link will be in the I button and in the description. Once you finish this video, you can definitely check that out too. Okay, the myths are cleared. Now let's move to the roadmap. Step 1 is pick one tool. Doesn't matter if you're using ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini or Kimi, doesn't matter. Most of the tools are very similar. All of them do the same thing. For example, in Claude and ChatGPT Codex, you will find projects. Similarly, you will find gems in Gemini. So all of them have the same work. So whatever you learn, the knowledge can be transferred from one tool to another. The most important part is learning how to use any one of them. You don't have to learn all 3. Second thing is, first go get a paid subscription. There are so many free offers out there. You can get a ChatGPT Go for 12 months free. You can get Gemini Pro for free if you have a Geo SIM or if you are a student. So use those if you are in India. Even if you are abroad, you can actually use the Google student offer to get these, or just pay the $20 per month subscription to get one of the paid ones, because paid is much better than the free one. Second rule is, whenever you are chatting with these apps, there is a default version of the LLM model which they are using. Change that. The default version mostly is the most cheapest one for them to run. You have to find the pro version or the best version so that the output that you get is really good. This one click is going to improve your output more than any prompting trick. Rule 3 is make it a habit. Take any 3 tasks that you do every single day and try using AI in them, like email, planning, summarizing something, or doing research, and use voice instead of typing. When you actually chat with the model, whatever is in your mind, you can actually speak that out loud and fast. But when you are typing, some of the things that you are thinking, they just vanish while you are typing. So it's always better to speak rather than type. Now the core part is learning how to communicate with AI. This is where 90% of the people go wrong. And this is the place where I also made mistakes. People write vague prompt, they get generic output, and then they just conclude that AI doesn't work. And in 2026, as of August, the models are so good that the clever prompting techniques don't actually work that much. The main thing that you should learn is how to give the maximum context to the model. So giving context is more important than actually writing the prompt. Most of the models internally are converting your random ideas into a better prompt, which they are then giving to the LLM to get you the answer. So the first skill that you need to learn is not any prompting techniques or anything. It's just how to be more clear with AI and how to decide what is the right context that you want to give to LLM. Also, if you want to learn all this, either you can watch my video. I have created a full video on prompting as well as a recent basics of AI. Or you can check out Jeff Su's channel as well. He also teaches about AI, prompting and all these techniques in a really amazing manner. You can also check out Free Code Camp for a course on prompt engineering, and it is also free. And give this 1 to 2 weeks so you'll learn the basics and how to clearly communicate with AI. And I have talked about this, the step 2, which is context is the king, but let's now dig deeper. So once you start writing clear prompts, you are able to convey your message in a simpler format with more information to AI. Next step is context. It will improve your output even multifolds now. The right context is going to beat perfect prompts every single time. Quick example, you need to find a restaurant for your boss. You can spend 10 minutes describing their taste in a long detailed prompt, or you could just paste the list of restaurants they have already loved before. So LLM will have the context of what they actually like rather than you telling LLM everything in detail. If you just give the list of 10 restaurants they like, it will be able to understand what they actually like and it will give you a better answer. Here we added more context, which was the right fit for this particular job. And once you paste the 10 restaurants, just find one like this and you'll have the perfect place where you can actually take your boss. So wherever it is possible, show and don't describe. It can be an edit that you want to do using AI. Just give it the edit that you want to copy. If you want to create a video, something similar to another video that you found, give that video to AI and it will understand frame by frame what it does. Same with posters, writing, anything that you want to do, giving more context will get you better answers. Now the problem is, if you are giving the same context to your AI in each of the chat, you are actually wasting a lot of context window and your time as well. I also did the same thing for months. Now the solution for this is dedicated workspaces. ChatGPT and Claude has projects for this, and as I told you, Gemini has gems. Think of project as a permanent folder for recurring work. For example, I use this to create carousels for my Instagram page. So I have given it a skill, I've given it context on how I want the output to look like and all the information that it needs. You can create separate projects for maybe travel, for your studying, for learning something new, or in the case of creating content for carousels, video editing, ideas, like whatever you want to do. One more pro tip, save your files as markdowns instead of PDF. There is a free skill that you can use. It is by Microsoft. I'll attach that too in the description. You can check it out. Once you add that to your Claude, ChatGPT, Codex, or Gemini, it will convert the PDF into Markdown files, and Markdown is the best way to give context to your LLM. If you want a detailed video on Claude projects, do let me know. I'll create one. Just comment down below. Now comes the step 3. Connect all your tools. Till now, your AI was living in a chat window. Step 3 is connecting everything that you already use to your LLM or your AI agent. Your calendar, your Slack, your Notion, your Gmail, whatever you generally use every day. That is what integrations actually do. AI will just stop generating text and it will actually work with your real information. If your calendar is connected, you can just ask, check my schedule for tomorrow and tell me which slots are free for me. If your Gmail is connected, you can just ask it summarize all the emails that I got yesterday which are unread. If your Notion is connected, you can just ask it to create a doc for you or find the doc from the memory. And the most important part is the context that you're looking for already exists in these tools. And connecting them means that AI will pull whatever it needs at the right moment, at the right time. And you don't have to think what context to give. You don't have to download, you don't have to re-upload, it just stays with AI. And this is exactly what separates a basic chat window to an AI assistant. For learning, you can check out Free Code Camp and Code Cloud. Both have free N8N courses that will teach you practical and real world integrations with AI. I've also created video on N8N integrations and how you can create your own agents. You can definitely check out, or check out my Claude video where I talked about all these things in details, how you can actually use Claude like a pro user. And connecting this and creating these mini AI agents is the skill that businesses are going to pay you for. So once you are master of this, you can explore multiple paths. You can become a GTM engineer, you can become an AI engineer, not AI engineer probably, but you can definitely become a GTM engineer. And a salesperson with AI skills is much more valuable than a simple salesperson who can do calls. So keep that in mind. Step 4 is going deep in this AI agents and how to build this using different tools. Now your tools are talking to each other, but there are things that you are doing yourself. Now you need an AI agent who can do things on your behalf. That's where the step 4 will fix things. This will make AI do clicking for you. And this is called an AI agent. Until now what you are doing is you are prompting, you are getting some output, you are copying it, you are pasting it somewhere or using it for your own self, right? And you don't need to learn how to code to actually build this AI agents or build automations. You can use N8N, Zapier, Make, or even Codex or Claude to build these automations for you. But the most visual ones and the most easy ones are Make, Zapier and N8N. If you want a tutorial on any of these, do let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely make one for you. Zapier is the most beginner friendly, and then comes N8N. And N8N will give you more control to add different type of nodes. But now here is a working principle I'll tell you about, which will differentiate you from people who actually generate AI slop. You can call it 10-80-10 rule. You do the first 10%, define the task, give context and give it the direction. AI will do the 80% of the remaining work, and then you do the last 10%. The quality test, the taste test and the final call. That is what you have to take. If you think this is think of it. AI is your paid intern who does the work most of the times in a fast manner. But if you don't give it the right things where it can look for, or the right context or the right direction, it can do random stuff and you will end up wasting time. And that is what an AI agent is. In 2024, Klarna, a European fintech, announced its AI assistant was handling millions of customer conversations. That was impressive. But over time, a problem emerged. Complex issues and situations needing empathy were exactly where AI was coming short. So Klarna moved to a hybrid model. AI will handle the repetitive work and human will handle the empathy and the final judgment. And that's the learning. Agents will not replace humans. They will automate the repetitive work that you have so that you don't have to waste your time on that, and you can actually create things that are worth more value. And right now, tons of businesses want people like these because there is a scarcity of people who actually know how to use AI. Also, there is a person on YouTube called Nate Herc. He teaches N8N, Claude, etc. in a very detailed manner. You can check out his YouTube channel. I also teach, and if you are already here, don't forget to subscribe. And whatever you need, just drop down in the comment section so that I have a plan what I need to make for the next set of videos. You need to give this full part of building AI agents at least 2 to 3 weeks. Now comes the step 5, build your own apps. And this is the most exciting part, building small apps that will replace either subscriptions that you pay or the problems that you have, and you don't even need to know how to code for this, because this is what people call vibe coding, because you are just coding with vibes and not syntax. The process is very simple. You just describe what you want. The more specific, the better. You can paste it into Lovable, Bolt, Replit, Emergent, or even your Claude, Codex, whatever you want to use, or even Cursor. And within minutes, you will have an app that you can actually use. You'll get the first version. It will do 80% of the things, but there will be things that it is not able to do. Then you have to fix those. Just iterate, improve the design, move this from here to here, add this feature, do this, do that. And once you do that for a longer time, you'll actually have a usable app. So just an example. If you go and check out all the shorts on this channel or all the reels on my Instagram, all of them are edited using AI, and you will not be able to tell that that is AI. It's not generated using AI. I'm still sitting there recording all these videos, writing the script, improving the scripts, but the editing part, the motion graphics, the B-rolls, everything is done using AI. And it took me 2 to 3 weeks to get it to a perfect level where I just dropped the video and I have the edited version in like 2 to 3 hours. And I did not write a single line of code. All of that was vibe coding. If you want to learn this, how I built that, or how I built my carousel generator, do let me know in the comment section. I'll create a dedicated video for that, or we'll take a live session where I'll teach you this. The final app is going to be much more stable and you'll learn 10x more in the whole process. And whatever you build, upload upload it to GitHub, share it publicly, and you have proof of work as well. Building is just half of the game. The other half is actually letting people know that you built this. Otherwise, no one will know that you actually know how to use AI. And that is what is one of the biggest mistake that people do in 2026. For learning all this, I've also created multiple videos. You can check that out, or you can check out Riley Brown's YouTube channel. He teaches non-coders how to create apps using Bolt, Replit, Lovable, etc, etc. Give it a month and this phase is the most rewarding phase. Now let's connect all the dots, because that is where the real power is. Each of the skills that I talked about are individually important, but when you combine everything, they compound. Companies today are not looking for someone who is good at one AI tool. They want someone who can learn all this and use any tool which is thrown at them. They want people who can understand a business problem, think of the solution and create it using AI. Whether it requires research, writing, creating something, presenting something, and you have to become an AI generalist. And this doesn't mean you are expert at everything, but it will compound everything that you already know. And when you mix different type of skills, you actually are sitting at a place where you know so many things. And if you are already working somewhere, you have some expertise, then adding that expertise with AI will take you 10x farther. Suppose you are building a personal AI assistant. First, you give AI context about your style and preference, that is step 1 and 2. Then you add calendar, Gmail, that is step 3. Then you build an agent that categorizes email and organizes meeting, that is step 4. And finally step 5, that you create a dashboard which can manage all of these. Individually, if you see, these are just features. Together, AI just stops being a chatbot and becomes a system that works for you. And the more feedback that you will give, the more features that you will add, it will get better and better. So how will these skills turn into money? That is the last part of this video. First one is AI automation service. You can build workflows and agents for businesses. Find businesses in your locality. You can charge them anywhere from $100 to $1,000 for an automation that you build. Second is building your own micro SaaS tools. I recently launched Hack ATS. If you have not checked it out, do check it out. And we also build Miles. I also have a friend called Manthan. He has launched 2 vibe coded apps and they are currently generating a revenue of $3,000 per month for him. That is equivalent to 3 lakh rupees. And for this, you just have to find a specific problem, solve that pain point, and people will start buying the thing. You can check out Reddit, X, or Product Hunt to see what people are paying for and create a version which is like 10% better than the solution which is already there. If you don't know, there was a company called cal.com which recently got acquired by MyFitnessPal that was fully vibe coded. It was just a calorie tracking app, but the whole process was so simple that it had value. And the third one is working directly with companies who need you, designing AI integrations, internal tools, and this whole role is called AI builder. This is a very new role. There are a lot of companies hiring for this. I even got an opportunity with Razorpay to do this for them, but I'm building my own company, so I said no. Most of the roles or the thing that I'm talking about did not even exist a few years ago. Don't focus on the salary or the money as of now. Gain as much experience as you can, because this is going to compound. Recent case study also tells you that if you are someone who uses ChatGPT or AI or LLMs in your daily workflow, you can actually earn 25 to 40% more in the same category that you're already working. For example, if you are an HR or a salesperson or a marketing person, if you know how to use AI, your salary can go up to 25 to 40% higher than a normal person who doesn't know how to use AI. So focus on learning things, focus on building things, and the salary and the money will follow. So that is the complete roadmap. That is the 12-week roadmap on how I will learn how to use AI in 2026. If you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section. If you want me to create any video, check out the comments. If someone has already posted about it, do like that. I'll see all the comments and create videos on these topics. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and do comment what you are doing right now. I'll see you in the next one.